Good afternoon, this is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group. We are looking at metals and gold prices continue their decline, make a new year-to-date low, really the lowest gold is printed in a year, and all's continued, the trend just isn't changing. We're not seeing any change there. Gold prices really reflecting more of a dollar trade. And really lack of interest, I think, at this point because of the fact that the trend in the dollar is so strong. We're seeing price action such that it's like catching a falling knife here, and I don't think you really want to do that. Let's wait and build some kind of sustainable trade, at least maybe that we can work with. But ultimately, we saw a modest uptick last week, very small, and this week we just continued to press lower. Now, we didn't settle on that year-to-date low, but this week we did print it. So right now, price action continues to favor the bears. As I mentioned earlier, the dollar, the dollar, it was up. It did see a few hiccups this week, but ultimately continues its trend higher. And I think that right now the dollar positioning, when you had President Trump overseas talking with NATO, talking with European countries, he goes on to speak to Russia next week. There's a lot of international politicization going on in the dollar right now, along with the fact that maybe some of his ideas aren't that far out in left field and maybe are starting to work. So I think that ultimately the dollar trade will continue to dominate gold prices as well as all dollar-based commodities. Something that really we haven't seen that opposite correlation in a long time sustained for so long, but it is happening. Dollar strength is here, looks like to stay for longer than most thought. And that could mean gold prices could continue to find sellers before buyers. And if you're looking for buyers, where are those speculators? They're the ones that really push the trend or turn the trend. They remain on the sidelines, it looks like, and until they get back in, until they start to buy, that price level, that sustained price trade that will hold and kind of give us a technical reason to wait and wait until we sell again isn't going to happen. So we need speculators. Where are you? Get back in and buy gold so we can at least have a level to mark. And until that happens, I think that we'll continue to print weekly year-to-date lows as long as the dollar remains strong. And at this point right now, equities continue to outperform, and there are other alternate trades out there than gold. So right now, gold prices don't look now, but we have a continued bear trend. We do have Fed policy, Fed chairman speaking on Fed policy next week. That could be dollar sensitive. That could also be gold sensitive. So a lot to look out for there. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group.